Listen, I come on here to tell the truth, the full truth, and nothing but the truth. And all I have to say is, Lil Nas X, who the who in this entire world asked for a Montero "Call Me by My Name"? Call Me by Your Name Part 2. Who asked for a part 2? Who asked for a part 2? And I'm getting so tired of like the media propaganda. Like, first of all, this is a bigger issue than Little Nas X. The issue overall is celebrities using the same gimmicks to garner attention. I just want everybody to say this. Look, I low key don't want to make this video because it might gain him more traction on his song because obviously, I don't even know the name of this fucking song, but whatever project he just dropped, it flopped. It completely flopped. It is not a bop, it's a flop. And it's a flop because there is no creativity. Like, okay, at least we can defend Montero just a little bit. We can defend Call Me by Your Name just a little bit because there was there was a story behind it, right? It wasn't just completely media propaganda. I will say a large percent of it, like 80% of it, was really media propaganda. It was just to get the media outrage, like outrage culture, outlash culture. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to get everybody outraged. But the deeper meaning behind it was a man that struggles with his sexuality and goes back and forth between following societal traditions such as, traditional religion, and following his heart and following and doing what he want to do. But it's becoming an issue between Little Nas X and Doja Cat. I don't know who does the whole devil shit more. I don't know if it's him or her, but either way, him or her, him or her, I don't know, but either way, y'all, it is getting annoying. It is getting so annoying. Like, the media propaganda, the devil propaganda, it's getting annoying. And I know what everybody's gonna say, oh, well, you guys dress up as this and that for Halloween. Oh my gosh, you guys have horror movies and you guys, listen, I'm not even Christian. I should have just started off the video with that. I am not Christian. I am spiritual. I believe that everybody has a soul. I believe that da da da. You know what I mean? I do believe that some things in the Bible were somewhat true, or you know what I mean? I just feel like everything could be interpreted a different way. But for y'all celebrities to continuously, purposefully mock and make fun of religion, and you can tell you're not doing it to like convey us, like a lot of y'all are just doing it just for outrage culture, because it's like a cheap quick way to make money. Like, when they say, oh, not all publicity is good publicity, like this kind of applies because it's like you're not really trying to be creative. Let me tell you something. Lil Nas X, who told you to do this? Who co-signed this shit? Was it your label? Is it because after Montero you completely flopped because everybody got sick of the trolling and everybody got sick of the gimmicks? And you know what I mean? It's like there's only so much media propaganda you can do before you have to start relying on actual talent in order to stay in the media. There's only so much media propaganda you can do. And let me tell you something, there's nothing wrong with Lil Nas X being a troll. But it comes to a point, it's like, do you have talent or are you just like, you know what I mean? And here's the thing, Doja Cat did the same exact thing, right? But the difference is that number one, this is Doja Cat's first time doing this, and Doja Cat actually has the talent to back it up. The song, horrible. The visuals, okay, the visuals, I would give you this. Artistically, it was okay. It was good. Even though I just feel like you copy and pasted half the shit you put on your last Montero music video. I truly feel like what it was that the label was losing money. You know what I mean? You're not in the limelight anymore, and your way of starting off the new year is to be in everybody's faces with this media propaganda. Let me tell you something, child. It's getting tiring. I am not Christian, but there's only so much mocking of a religion you can do. Not even Christianity. But it's like you're also insulting other people's religions. I'm sorry, what the fuck is that? I don't know what that is. There's something on the screen. But there's only so much mocking of other people's religions you can do. Like outrage culture, like trolling. I don't like none of that shit. And it's getting old. So I would just advise everybody who's watching this, don't watch the new music video. It is the same exact thing. In my opinion, what we can clearly see is that you're running out of money. Not only are you running out of money and your label's running out of money, but you're also running out of ideas. For you to recycle the same shit, it's giving one trick pony. Okay, we get it, you're gay. Like it's turning into some Sam Smith shit. Like, we get it, you're gay. We get it, you like men. We have fully and completely accepted that. The industry might not. You know what I mean? The industry is racist and it's racist and homophobic. So who's really surprised at that? But for you to pull the same pony, for you to pull the same trick out of your ass is giving one trick pony. You pulling the same trick out your ass. We did not need to see this. Like this did not need to be released at all. It's giving cash grab and it's just like one of those things where and I'm glad nobody's even really talking about it because it's not even something you should be mad at. Like I'm truly not mad at this. It's one of those things where you just go like this. Like anyways, like you know what I mean? Like I get it. Christianity is a very problematic religion, but how many times are you going to keep mocking it? Like it's getting old. It's corny, it's cheap and it's getting old. Your graphics look cheap too. That wig look like it wasn't applied installed correctly. It's just getting old. We don't need to see you dancing with men again. We don't need to see you kissing a man. Instead of leading with your sexuality, lead with who you truly are. That's why you're not making it in the industry right now. You're so hell bent on outrage culture, and you know what I mean? But it's like not all good publicity, not all publicity is good publicity. The reason why you're not thriving as an artist is because you're not letting us get a chance to know who you are. Old Town Road was that. And yeah, you might have felt as though you had to hide your sexuality with Old Town Road, but Old Town Road was like it was a cute little bop. It was a song you made at back at home. And that was like we got to know the real you. We knew you as Lil Nas X. Now we know you as like Lil Nas X gay, like Lil Nas X men. Like I don't know, it's just not giving anymore. We don't know who you are. It's giving Cardi B. Like we don't know who you are. You've lost touch with yourself because you keep trying. Like I'm not saying you lost touch with yourself completely, right? Because I don't know this man in real life, but it seems like you lost touch with yourself musically. Like you're not letting your true self shine through your music. You just doing all of this media propaganda to gain attention and it's getting old. It's getting old. I felt like this was just a ploy to get another amount of money, but here's the thing. Montero was a one-time thing and it is a one-time thing only. You cannot do it again because people are not even going to be shocked or outraged. Like literally, he did the same shit. Like he did the whole walking up in heaven and then it's a stripper pole down to hell and people are sitting there with their heads cut off. Like it's just like we did not need an extra Montero. And because you did that, and celebrities do this a lot. I mean, artists do this a lot. Whenever they expand on a one-time hit, that's like Cardi B trying to create another WAP. That's like Cardi B trying to create another WAP. Like creating a part two to WAP. But the part two is not as good because it's not musically like you know what I mean, there's not much creativity with it. That's how you fuck up your bag. Because now you're making the first one look cheap. You're making the first one look cheap because you did a part two. We didn't need a part two. Leave it alone. That's like when people try to remake a movie. Leave it alone. Leave Mean Girls alone. Like, honestly, I don't think there should have been a musical version to Mean Girls. And if there is, it should have been done a long time ago. We did not need a musical version for Mean Girls. Now the original Mean Girls looks overplayed and cheap. Just like how Montero does. Like I said, I'm really coming down on Lil Nas X because he is an internet troll. He's similar to Tyler the Creator, an internet troll, but it's getting annoying. Between him and this fucking devil costume dick riding the devil, talking about, oh my gosh, just basically making fun of religion, poking fun at religion, and popping out with a fake prosthetic pregnant belly. I have nothing to say. Like, it's just getting corny. It's like, that's why you're not getting to the bag. You're not musically inclined with yourself. Let me tell you something. Y'all celebrities need to be humble for real. Y'all get all that fame, all of that money, and y'all forget who y'all are deep down inside. And that's what I think is going on with Little Nas X. You're getting so caught up in the media that you've lost touch with yourself. Matter of fact, we gonna ask the tarot cards right now. What made him come out with a part two to Montero, aka Call Me by Your Name? What made him do this? A card just fell while I did that, but I'm going to pull out one card and I'm gonna ask the question. Okay, so I did a little tarot reading, just a real quick one. From what I'm getting from the cards, it seems like you're losing passion with your music. It seems like you're going through what Cardi B is going through right now. You're losing passion with your music. Whereas Doja Cat is the opposite. She's finding passion within her music. Like, it was the complete opposite for Doja Cat. Doja Cat, she didn't have much passion within her music because she was just doing media gimmicks. She was doing whatever majority of the media wanted her to do. Now she's getting in touch with herself and what she wants to do. And that's why her music is taking off. But with you, with Little Nas X, you're losing passion. There is a struggle. That's one thing I will say. You want to create another hit. The Ace of Wands, I'm reading this as I want to create another hit. I want to get back on the charts. I want to get back in the swing of things. I want to be back on the blogs. This is the Ace of Wands, right? And I pulled these cards out. I answered the question. I didn't fake it. I didn't individually pull them out. These cards fell out on their own or they revealed themselves to me, right? I'm feeling and I intuitively read. I'm not going based off of the literal meaning of this card. I'm just going based off of my intuition and what this card is telling me in my intuition. What I'm feeling from this card is you want to create another hit. You wanted to create another hit. You wanted to ensure you want to get back on the charts. You want to have your name in the blogs. That's what you wanted to do, right? And the strength card shows up at the top of the deck, which basically for me symbolizes, I can't explain it, but it symbolizes your struggles within the industry. I want to ask this. Has Little Nas X, like, does anybody know if he's been blocked from certain opportunities because of the whole Call Me By Your Name scandal and him doing devil shit? Has he been blocked from certain opportunities? Because for me, the strength card represents having to hold it down when shit is getting tough, when shit is getting rough. This could also symbolize him overall just getting down from the hype that Montero had. Like, 2023 was his year. Montero went platinum. I'm sure it went crazy. He did a huge performance dedicated to Michael Jackson. He was on top of the world. And what happened after that? Everybody forgot about him. But I'm also seeing this as some shit going on behind the scenes. Like, maybe he got blocked with something. Maybe his personal life is not also not going really well. But this is just overall shit's getting tough, basically. It's not how it used to be. Right? Then this card came out, the Eight of Cups. That's like leaving something that no longer serves you. Is he thinking about quitting music right now? I would say this could be him like contemplating quitting music. Or I really just see this as him losing passion, or it's like when you have a creative block, like, when writers say I have a creative block and they can't write anymore, or artists have a creative block and they can't, paint anymore. This is kind of what I'm feeling. Like, he wants to be done with music at this point. Like, he's lost his connection to his craft. Like, he no longer feels connected, and it's coming out through the music. It's coming out through the music. We don't feel connected to who you are. It's just media propaganda. Sympathy and payola at this point, right? What did Nicki Minaj say? Sympathy and payola? The Ten of Wands. You're fighting for that passion. That's him fighting his way back. Like, you're not okay. When you have a creative block or you feel like you're not being connected to your music, like for artists, like even for me on YouTube, I can't just come in here and fake my passion and want to talk. Like, you see how I'm passionate right now? I can't fake that. That's why sometimes my YouTube videos, like I'll upload frequently, and then there will be a time where I don't upload frequently at all, because you need that passion, you need that drive. And I see this as him forcing himself to have a drive. It's not coming naturally. You no longer feel like, damn, like, when an artist got bill to pay, when they have bills to pay and they running low on rent money, baby, they putting out work. But I see this as him trying to make, like, you know what I mean, when you light up a match with like a stick and shit, and you outside and you just trying to make a spark again, you trying to make it spark again. That's what I see him doing. Like, for example, we could take these sticks, and it's like when you trying to light a fire again, and you're just like, you trying to rub them sticks together, you trying to make it work again, you trying to make it spark like it did the first time, and it's not working. But that's the Ten of Wands. That's him trying his best to recreate what happened in the past. The Nine of Wands, he's feeling very defensive right now. That's very like defensive. I don't fuck with nobody like that. I don't trust nobody. I think there's something going on behind the scenes in the industry. I don't know if he upset somebody. I don't know if because of the whole Montero thing and the fact that he kind of made fun of Christianity, like, did a few celebrities kind of distance themselves from him. But I don't know. I just see this as his personal life and his celebrity life going downhill. He's feeling very much like, what the fuck is going on? Is okay, is his label doing something? I see this as like also his label. Like, he feels like his label, cause mind you, they're feeling defensive and they feeling like they have to protect themselves. But it's like, I see this as you wanting to protect yourself for somebody who's close to you, who's in your energetic field. And is it his label? Like, did his label blackball him? Were they like, look, you're not making enough money? You know what I mean? Is he being controlled by his label? Like, did his label make him try to make another Montero where they like, look, I don't know what you did the first time, but you got to do it again, or we're not letting you release this? Like, I see this as him having friction with his label. And that's why he's probably thinking about leaving his label. He's probably thinking about leaving his label. That's what this gives me. I wouldn't be surprised if his label was like, you got to do this shit again. You know what I mean? We running low on money. You did it the first time, you could do it again. I don't completely think this was his like independent free choice. Let's see what was at the bottom. Six of Cups. Usually this is like trying to connect with an old lover, and that might be the case for him, but this isn't a love reading. This is about his career. I see this as him wanting to take a blast back to the past. Like, he wants to relive that moment again when Montero went. It completely was a culture shock to many people. I see this as him wanting to recreate that moment. And like I said, trying to spark a flame like you did the last time. Now I'm just gonna flip through this card stack and see whatever pops out, if there's any other cards that stick out to me that relate to the situation. The Chariot, that's going on a new journey, that's deciding, you know what, I'm going to take a leap of faith and I'm going to do this again. And I think this is as I see this as him releasing this new project. This was a leap of faith. He did not feel 100% confident in this new project, which is probably why I think it's also his label. I think it's his label trying to control him, but it's also him being scared to do something different. Like, I don't know if the people will like me if I'm not super flamboyant and gay. Will they just like regular me? Me that's not a troll. Will they appreciate these new ideas? Like, this is him being scared to do something different than he has done before. But I also see this as just him releasing his new album, right? I'm getting tired, so we about to wrap this shit up. Let me see. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. I mean, this is him being satisfied with the outcome. Like, look, it's a guaranteed success. If you do something and it is like a culture shock and it outrages the media, it's a guaranteed success. Like, if I was to come on here and say, fuck all Americans, right? Like Ariana Grande did with the donut shop. Or if I was to be like, if I were to say something outrageous basically, it would guarantee success. So he's happy with the money he's making. Even though this is Cups, I'm reading this as he's content. Like he's happy with what he's making. He's like, you know what, I did it again. It is what it is. But eternally, emotionally, and spiritually, I don't think he's happy, and he knows something is off. You're not very spiritually in tune with yourself. I'll tell you that much. Yup, Ten of Pentacles. He's making bank right now. It's guaranteed success. Outrage culture is guaranteed. It's cheap as fuck in theory, but it's guaranteed success. Page of Pentacles. It's a lot of money. This was very money motivated. This project. It was very money motivated. Nine of Swords. Trouble sleeping at night. This can also allude to depression. I don't think he's I wonder if he's been hanging out with friends or anything, or has he just been spending a lot of time alone. I will say this, he's definitely reflecting on himself and his career, and he's like, what the fuck is going on? What am I doing? Like, I also see this as him feeling trapped. Maybe he feels trapped with his label. Four of Wands. Is he talking to anybody right now? He might be talking to somebody right now. The Priest reverse. Let me tell you something. When we doing a Hollywood reading, this is like secrets, shit going on behind closed doors, things you don't really want people to find out about, or just having that inner sense of intuition and knowledge. Yup, the moon. What did I just say? Secrets. Secrets, shit you don't want people to find out about. What's going on in his personal life? What happened that he knows? Like, did something traumatic happen to him recently? I don't know. But that's it. Yup, and the star. We're closing out with this because this explains it all. Media propaganda. You trying to be the star right now. You want to, like I said, you trying to, and like I said in this picture, right? Pay attention to how she's pouring the water out. That's like trying to find balance in yourself, trying to make something work. You know what I mean? She's pouring water into the grass because she's trying to grow some crops. She's trying to bear her fruits right now. You know what I mean? That's like being a farmer and you're trying to harvest the fruit, or you're watering it during the summertime because you know it's going to bloom during the autumn. And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to light that match under his career again, but I feel like it's a flame that has burned out a little bit because you're not connected to yourself. I think Lil Nas X has the potential to do better, but that's all up to him, honey. That is all up to him. Y'all, I'm tired as fuck. I don't know why, but I've been feeling like really exhausted and tired. Well, I haven't been sleeping at night, so that's probably why. But yeah, I think he's getting blackballed. I think something's going on behind the scenes between him and his label and his company, because there's this there's this sense of deception. Yup. Two of Swords. He's thinking about leaving his company. Either quitting music altogether, or he's thinking about leaving his company because he's not getting the results that he wants, or it's not what it used to be. It's like when you start something off and it's like, wow, I didn't think it would be like this. Who knew it would be like this? You know what I'm saying? And the Page of Pentacles, yup. I think the money is what really will influence his decision. But that's it, y'all. That's it. Just a quick little reading on Lil Nas X and his clout chasing ass behavior. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Let's see what card it gives me at the top. Oh, shit. Six of Wands. Damn. King of Cups right after. Okay. Not a bad note. See you on the next one. Bye.